Hey, everybody, welcome back to Touchy Reactions, fans of La Advertencia.
The warning.
Welcome back. We got a good one for you tonight. We're going to be checking out the documentary series Mayday in the Making. This is a 6-part series.
Mayday, Mayday.
Yeah, talking about how they made the album Mayday. The album Mayday is just a smaller EP that they made before they released their big album, Error, that came out this year. We love the Error album. I'm sorry, we do love the Error album, but we love the Mayday album. Every song on it is a hit. We listen to it around the house all the time, so I'm excited to get into this and see a little behind the scenes of them making it. That's cool. And I'm super excited because today is Wednesday, August the 10th, and in 3 days I'll be in Richmond, Virginia watching The Warning for the second time. Now, this video is going to come out in September, so this will already have happened. So shout out to everybody that I met in Virginia. It was fun, and the girls were great, I'm sure. And
I have to be in Vegas for a family function.
She can't go.
A wedding.
But I'll make sure to have just enough fun for both of us. I'm bringing my daughter and a friend of mine and his son. So we're introducing three new potential fans of The Warning. We're bringing them along. It's going to be a great time. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Not a lot of promo on the front. Like, comment, subscribe, join the Patreon.
All that hoopla.
Thank you to everybody that's been supporting the channel.
Love
all
y'all.
that good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and jump into episode 1 of Mayday in the Making by The Warning. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
The Warning.
Pelo bien, primero.
We are ready.
¿El nombre o de que los nombres individuales y luego la banda? O no, Okay. No. Hi, we're The Warning. I'm Daniela. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Hi, I'm Daniela. I'm Paulina. I'm Alejandra. And we are The Warning. This third album, I can honestly say with a lot of confidence, is that it's the best thing that we've ever done.
The new album, how to describe it?
Real quick, I got to agree with Pal that Queen of the Murder Scene was great. Great album. Every song was great.
It was great.
Every song. But Mayday was a whole nother level. Just a whole nother level.
They topped up another notch.
Yeah, and I think, they're only going to get better in the future. So let's go ahead and get to you. Hey, Rudy.
It's The Warning on steroids.
Yeah.
They can all play their instruments like no one I've ever seen. If you listen to this album, you know this is a rock.
This
Who is
sounds a
she?
little quiet. I want to check sound real quick. All right, here we go. Got the volume fixed.
It's not a female rock band or a young rock band. This is a rock band.
And then they brought the demos. I was like, you guys are kidding me. It's like, do you ever write a bad song?
Not
It's
yet.
at another level. The Warning at another level.
Hell yeah. How cool is it that they write all their own music?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it that this is their
Yeah,
masterpiece.
it's theirs. They're not using a writer.
No.
They do this themselves.
This is what they come up with.
Yeah, totally.
Working on the album with David and Rick was a little bit nerve-wracking at first because we know what we want to hear. I was really nervous that David was going to be like, no, I hate all this and let's do something different. Like, we were prepared to fight over our songs.
Fighting!
We literally told them, like, we are super picky. Picky.
You see how far you can push day one. And you started to talk about a song I didn't like. I said, I don't like this song. And I had 3 girls right up in my face together. And they talk in Spanish.
It's somewhere between like the buddy system and gang mentality, in my opinion. You know, they travel in a pack.
like a gang of lionesses.
And David's voice.
I want to call them raptors, like dinosaur raptors.
He said a gang of lionesses.
They're raptors. They have the claws. They're coming out.
I don't know. Lioness is a little more feminine. Raptors seems a little crude. I like
They're
lionesses.
vicious.
Huh?
They're vicious.
Yeah. Don't tell these girls you don't like their song.
Circling the prey.
I think that if we were not sisters,
Like, this would have fallen apart so quickly.
Having 3 girls being amazing, talented musicians at such a young age, and then having those 3 girls be sisters and so connected, that doesn't happen.
I can't believe they're my daughter.
Oh, we don't get to see the
I've never
parents.
seen the parents before. Look at their mom. She's so beautiful.
Oh man, Danny looks just like her mom, huh?
Yes. Oh.
And I see a little bit of Allie in there too. Let me see. I think Pal looks like her dad. Yeah, Pal looks like her dad, and the other Danny looks like her mom, and I think Allie might be somewhere in between. Huh. Yeah, I think I've seen their dad before, but I didn't know it was their dad. On the behind the scenes for Disciple, I think I saw him there. Man, I'd love to hear an interview with these two. I'd like to hear their story if that's out there. Just what they're going through. I'm gonna back up a second. I didn't mean to interrupt them. We just got excited when we saw the
Good
parents.
mom and dad.
So connected. That doesn't happen.
I can't believe they're my daughter. Like, one moment that happened. How?
Being in a band with your family is great. We experience everything as a family that it'd be weird, like, to experience it alone and then come to my family like, oh my god, this happened. No.
This is the most I've heard Ale talked
Yeah.
in a long time.
I don't know. She opened up on that MTV special, and that was like, well, hey, Allie's talking.
Right, but whew.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like hearing her voice.
Rewind it, like, for me. Let's hear the beginning of that.
Being in a band with your family is great. We experience everything as a family that it'd be weird, like, to experience it alone and then come to my family like, oh my god, this happened. No, it's like a thing. It happened to all of us. It always happens to all of us.
I'm used to being in a room for 3 months with a band. This instance, I've never experienced it before. I've never had the parents in the studio, and then their manager came. Now I've got the guardians. I definitely didn't get to be me because I usually swear like a trooper and say all sorts of inappropriate things in the studio because nobody's filming me usually. I've never experienced anything like that, and I probably never will again the rest of my career.
You know, they're going to get where they want to go. They strike me as workaholics, and they're on a mission. I mean, this is their dream, this is their destiny, and they're going to do it.
Their best work yet. And that's not just because they're a daughter.
No, it is their best work yet.
Rewind.
A big accomplishment for them.
I mean, they've been through David Bendeth boot camp.
Yep.
Is it wrong? Yes! I have never been so on time. This does sound more like a synth. I was going to. Die for me.
Wow.
Yes, yes. Whew.
That was from Error. That
Yes.
wasn't from Mayday.
No.
That was from the song we just reacted to, Amor.
Yes.
Yeah, that was off the Error album. So it's Mayday in the making, but this was also Error was in there as well.
Yeah, Error.
That was Amor. That's the one we did last. By the way, I love seeing all this behind the scenes stuff. I wish the clips were longer. You know what I mean? They're just showing us like little half-second clips.
glimpses.
Beautiful, beautiful. What a voice. What a special voice you have. And I hold a certain standard to the records I make. Of course, they've almost earned a rite of passage in the sense that they played on their record everything.
That's all them. You know, they did it, they played it, they killed it.
When we started working with David, we just took it to like a whole new level. And we're so happy with the result. And just super, super excited for it to be public and for people to listen to it and hear what people got to say. Because I am so proud of what we did. So proud.
Awesome.
All right, the comment that he said.
Hello, I am Paulina Villarreal.
Oh, sorry. That's the next episode.
The comment that he said that they played everything on the album.
Yeah.
We saw them live.
Yep.
They played everything live. That vlog was amazing. If you haven't seen our vlog about the warning, they are phenomenal.
Yeah, they're very good.
They played everything. It was live.
It's not like they put under tracking or anything.
Yeah.
Like everything you hear live is better than the studio, but it's not like they used any synths or backups or anything like that. Everything just gorgeous.
They won me when I watched them live.
Yeah, I wish this was longer. I really want to see some of the session stuff that they're doing. All right, let's jump into episode 2. This was called How It All Began. You ready?
Yes.
That was the first one was called Intro.
Okay.
This is How It All Began.
Hello, I am Paulina Villarreal. I am 18 years old. I am the drummer for the band The Warning. My name is Alejandra Villarreal. I'm from Monterrey, Mexico, and I'm the bass player for the band The Warning.
I'm Daniela Villarreal. I am the guitar player and lead singer of The Warning. So, The Warning came to be in a very early stage of our lives. We started playing classical
Sorry. We're parents. We got to enjoy these pictures. Give me a second.
lead singer of The Warning. So, The Warning came to be in a very early stage of...
Oh.
All right, who's that? Pow? That looks like Pow. I think that's
it's
Pow.
Danny.
You think that's Danny?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
of our lives.
Oh, that could be... Oh. I don't know who that is. I think that looks like Danny.
Mm.
I think that looks like Danny. I think this is Pow and that's Danny. But I might have them backwards. I don't know.
We started
Is that?
That's got to be Allie, right? They got to show us all 3 of them.
Yeah.
That looks like Allie. I think they showed us... Well, maybe they did it Danny, Pow, and Allie. I don't know.
started playing classical piano at a very young age. I think I was 6 and Pau was around 4.
It was a family environment of music.
We started playing the piano when we were very young. We started with like classical music, and then we bought this video game, Rock Band, the Rock Band.
The Rock Band.
Rock Band.
Oh, man. All right, shout out to... Let us know in the comments if you played Rock Band. It was a big thing in our family. We owned all the Guitar Hero games. We owned all the Rock Band games. When Guitar Hero 3 came out, we invited friends over and played that game from beginning to end. It was just a party, just getting through there, hearing all the songs that, you unlock new songs. And when Rock Band came out, where you could actually play the drums and a bass along with it and sing, it just changed the game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then you could download content to where there's an unlimited amount of songs for Rock Band. It just really changed the world. Let me know if you guys played Rock Band when you were coming up.
I will say this. You stopped playing Rock Band when our daughter beat you.
Okay. There may be some truth to this. I was the best guitar player in the house for the longest time and loved playing the game with my kids. But then one day this strange thing happened, and all of a sudden my daughter started beating me at the game. And I didn't want to play no more. It was weird. My ego was not up to getting beaten by my children at this video game. So they continued to go on. They now play it on Expert, that kind of stuff. I'm sure that's how the Villarreal girls were. But it's awesome to me that that's how they got their start.
I love it. The connection, though. We all have that connection.
Yeah. And it's a great pastime for getting people together to have some fun. All right, back up a second. Here we go.
All right.
When we bought the game, that was the moment when we were like, hey, we want to do that.
We absolutely loved that video game. We played it all the time. I would just be like jumping around with my guitar. Pau would never let me play the drums because that was her thing and she was super good at it.
How funny.
Like, no.
God, how funny. How funny.
When we bought the game, I noticed Paulina, and she was like with so much coordination, and I told her like, look at Paulina.
But you need to take into account that I was like 6 years old at that time.
Oh, wow.
Next week, Paulina was in lessons.
Oh, wow.
The thing with Dani was she wanted the guitar because of the rock band, but we knew that it was going to be difficult for her because she was 8 years old.
I asked my dad if I could play the guitar and he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes. And he said 6 months. And by the week I wanted to give up.
But she kept her promise, and by that time she already started to love.
I was about
Oh, so she had the promise that she would stick with it for 6 months. and she wanted to quit after a week, but she kept her promise and stuck with it. Okay, cool. Let me back up.
Ale.
I don't want to miss Allie's story here.
But she kept her promise, and by that time, she already started to love.
I was about 3 when we got the rock band, so I didn't actually play. She was a baby. And it basically, when we were playing rock band, and I was clapping next to us. I picked the bass when I was about like 6 or 7, and I was like, ooh, I want to play that. Don't know what it is, but I want to play it. And when she started playing the bass, we started like thinking like, hey, these instruments, like we can play them together. We were like, oh, these 3 instruments actually make up a band. So we're like, we can start playing together.
We said like, why? We should play something together, and that was it.
We had no idea that we were gonna do what we're doing today, like at all.
For us, the decision to upload videos.
I just got to say, I love this documentary. This is what I've been waiting for. I wanted to see the backstory, and I didn't know this. I thought this was just going to be them telling us about this album. I had no idea we were going to get the backstory, so I'm glad we got that. There we go. You
I
good?
love the background.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, love it.
Love it.
On YouTube was just like, we're gonna send it to our grandparents. The file's too big. Let's upload it on YouTube and send them the link.
But suddenly they started getting a lot of attention.
All of a sudden, it exploded.
Our parents
Oh my God! Did you hear that?
So they sent it to
They put it on YouTube
for their grandparents.
so that their grandparents could see it, and other people discovered it. Oh my gosh! That's like lightning in a bottle. You know what I mean? Oh, this file's too big for me to email to you. I'll just post it on YouTube and send you a link. And next thing you know, people are catching on to it and watching it. That is awesome.
I love it.
Oh, what a story. They're going to make a movie about these ladies one day.
really reminded us that like this was for the music.
Matter of fact, I can see the gaming company that made Rock Band making a movie about this. You know what I mean?
Totally.
You know how like right now they're making movies about Transformers and He-Man, all the video game company that made Rock Band should make a movie, and it should be about these ladies. It'd probably sell a lot of Rock Band games.
And we could use that to start writing our own music. I think that was something that caused such a huge change in us, from just like, let's play for fun, to like, whoa, we're a band now.
Not everything comes without its sacrifices. It was tons of practice.
Suddenly, you're not just a normal little teenager who goes to school, does her homework. You're playing shows, you're playing in festivals, and you're playing in front of a lot of people. Something that maybe like a lot of people my age take for granted, like going to parties, going to school, even like people who like, oh my god, I need to wake up at like 6 a.m. and go to school every day, was something that like we couldn't do.
And I appreciate the support of my parents and all that they had to go through to get us to this point, because for them...
Sorry, I just got to point out something that I was just paying attention to. All three of them are perfectly bilingual.
Yes.
They don't even have an accent when they're speaking English.
No.
It's just like flipping a switch. Beautiful. And that's awesome. That's awesome.
It was just as hard.
As a parent, you never know which one is the right path. We wanted to support them, like any parent, just try to give them what makes them happy.
We usually compare it, what we're doing and what is happening, and what could have happened. But as we started playing more shows, and as more people started to show up, especially like at an international level, it was like, that's where it really settled in. Like, whoa, like this is for real. We are so grateful that we have the opportunity to be playing these shows, working this way, writing music. Like, all these opportunities don't happen to a lot of people.
Thanks to all of that and all the sacrifice that we put through as a team, and not only us but our parents and our management, everyone is just so incredible, and I'm very grateful not only that we did it, but that we were able to overcome it.
Ooh, okay.
If we weren't in a band,
if we weren't in music in general, because we always get out of that question like, oh, it would be a song right now. Like, what would you do out of music?
Honestly, I think I would be a teacher.
A teacher.
A teacher.
No, you would be such a good boss.
You'd be a
oh,
thanks.
Yeah. I would like to write. Yeah. I'd be a good
You
writer.
would be a writer.
I would have to do
Definitely.
something creatively. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like a job office. I honestly have no idea.
I think you would be a good model.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not really good at posing, but you know, you'd be a good model. I could work on that.
I love seeing this side of LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like she's not guarded. She's open and being herself, and we don't get to see that too often. Oh, this is almost over. Sorry. This has got like 3 seconds.
The height, you got the face.
You got the height and the face.
Totally got the height. I'm loving this. Loving this. Damn. I almost want to show this to the clan that I'm riding up to Virginia with this weekend. They need to watch this in the car as part of our trip so that they can kind of see behind us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally. We're doing that this weekend. All right, the next part of this is episode 3. It's called The Process. Here we go.
Describe each other. Okay, let's do Pal first.
Creative.
Outspoken.
She's a spark.
She can also be a bit loud.
It's the life of the party.
Energetic.
Great drummer, great singer.
She really drives what's happening.
She goes completely on passion.
Pal is such a fan of music.
Drummer, singer, writer, composer.
Alpha, right in your face.
But she's so lovable. I'm gonna take everything as a compliment.
You. How would I describe myself though?
LA is so humble and so talented. She's technically incredible.
She can hang with the best of them.
Very bold.
She's observant and very persistent.
You are scary at times, but that is very useful.
Yo, Allie with the eye rolls. She's the most reserved, but to be honest, she may be the most animated.
You, Danny, you're very organized.
Older sister, protector. The same as she asks of herself, which is a lot, she asks of the team.
Disciplined, persistent.
She's a sweetheart.
She's honestly super nice. Like, I don't know how she does it.
She's the heart.
Very, very passionate.
Allie says she's super nice. I don't know how she does it.
Yeah.
She's honestly super nice. Like, I don't know how she does it.
She's the heart.
Very, very passionate.
She's a boss.
Danny is a powerhouse front woman.
I mean, she's up there with the top voices of female rockers.
Beacon of
Yes, she
light
is.
in the dark.
Oh my god. Thank you guys.
A beacon of light in the darkness.
Oh, she's a powerhouse. She's
the
up
leader.
there.
She holds it all together.
Her voice.
And I'm scary. Jumping from covers to like writing our own music was, I think it came very naturally.
Pao has been writing songs since she was like, I don't know, maybe even 5. We will be like, I don't know, making lemonade. She was like, making lemonade.
And we started writing as like a little experiment, and our first EP was basically those little experiments.
Our main focus for writing is rock and roll, but that doesn't mean that we don't listen or learn from any other genres.
I listen to a lot of K-pop, and I also listen to a lot of Japanese rock since it's so different. I listen to a lot of
This channel listens to a lot of K-pop and Japanese rock, so if, subscribe to the channel, and you can also listen to K-pop and Japanese rock and The Warning.
Yes.
Oh, and European rock too. We got that going on here too.
a lot of Japanese rock since it's so different. I listen to a lot of classical music. I listen to a lot of alternative music. I listen to a lot of K-pop.
I love rock and roll for its energy, and I wouldn't change that for our band. But it's great also to learn from all the different types of music that there's all around the world.
But I really liked it. The chorus is really good, and I think that one of the best things about this is that you put really quick melodies that go up and down very quickly, and in like Korean language, like that works so well because they have like so many like syllables.
Creatively,
Who was she talking to? She seemed very excited there.
I know, right?
Creatively, it's all that.
If you guys know who Pat was talking to right there, let us know in the comments.
Please.
It seemed like she was talking to someone in Korea, like a Korean star. I'm curious who it was. All right, sorry.
Creatively, it's all them. The way they work is they start writing and composing, and then they get together, then they rehearse, and they don't show us anything.
As for what we speak about in our songs, well, most of the times they come from Pal's brain, and we're just like, that's genius, and we kind of tweak it out and make the song appropriate to that feeling that we're talking about.
So I usually just sit on the piano and I just play something until something comes out. And then I show Danny and Allie the song. I try to pitch it as best as I can, so they're like, oh my god, that's a great song, let's work on it.
Pal's the one who has like that.
Hold on, let's appreciate Pal's sarcastic American accent right there.
As I can, so they're like, oh my god, that's a great song, let's work on it.
Pal's the one who has like that muscle, that creativity to just like create little words out of nowhere.
We start working on it. We start adding the drums, the guitars, the bass, and we're all very involved in that process. And it's really fun because I know I play the bass, but I don't do my bass parts alone. Like, Paul helps me and Danny helps me, and it's the same for the drums, the vocals, and the guitars.
Since we are very, very opinionated, we like to be in each and every part of the process. So we're doing bass lines, we're all there. Each second is important.
We're all very involved in every part of the process, which I think makes every song unique, and it sounds like us. Honestly, we get along so well, but the only moments where we have like fights is when we're writing, because we have such different opinions about what a song should be. It's up to votes.
Sorry, Danny's face right here looks so aggravated. Look.
Because we have such different opinions about what a song should be. It's up to votes.
That look.
2 people, you win.
We work really, really well.
Oh, that's their method. There's 3 of them, and if it comes down to them fighting over one way or the other, they vote on it, and whichever 2 vote which way, they go that way. That's a great way to work out their problems.
Yes, it is.
All right, ready?
Because we have this honesty to our communication.
We do have like that clear line between like bandmates and sisters. You need to look at it as like what's best for the band, and not like, oh my god, like you're turning your back on me, like I'm your sister. No, like we're working.
Seeing them in the studio.
Talk about American accents.
Yeah. Every time they get sarcastic,
Oh my
it goes to
God,
oh my god,
Oh my
what are you
god,
doing?
like that's not what's best for the
I
band.
want to adjust something over here. All right, yeah, they're hilarious.
They are funny. All
Oh
right.
my god, like you're turning your back on me, like I'm your sister. No, like we're working.
Seeing them in the studio interact as bandmates and as sisters was really cool. It's just such a deeper level of connection. They know exactly what they need to do to support each other in all situations. When someone's cutting a vocal, when someone's cutting a guitar, like if it's going well or if there's hesitation, there's just like that sister connection was so cool to see that level of support.
They're sisters. I don't know how else to put it. It's like obvious that they're sisters, that they have each other's back, they finish each other's sentences, or they say the same thing at the same time.
When you're in a band, it's like you can break up. If this band were to disband, like they're still gonna be sisters, and no matter how heated or how big of a deal any of this is to any of us, I don't think it's more important than their family to them.
I'm so glad that we started writing our own music, because there's like nothing I love more. That's what we like doing the most, inspiring people with our own music.
And I have found out that my comfort zone is writing from the heart. It's literally, if I'm feeling a very strong emotion, the song comes out.
Nice. All right, we're going to jump into episode 4, entering the rock world. Must have been scary for them to get out of the studio and get out into the real world and wonder what's going to happen, how they're going to be received. Let's see how it goes.
Technology played a huge part in our band. We became known because of a YouTube video.
Social media is such a big part for us as a band, and without social media, we wouldn't have reached all those people who listen to our music right now.
I honestly don't know how they do what they do, but I know that the number.
I love this guy just because he chose this camera angle. I'm going to put the camera below me. And
it's so flattering.
Yeah. I mean, golly, his nose, he looks like he's wearing one of those fake noses from the, with the eye glasses.
Don't lie.
When it comes to going viral at the age that they did, they've had a head start building this social media and online presence that people would pay millions to obtain.
That's an amazing thing to see. I mean, to have this type of fan dedication and loyalty this early is, it's really impressive, and it speaks.
Yeah, let's talk about fan loyalty. When we went and saw them live in Atlanta, there were fans there that were following them around the country to every venue to see them play. One of the guys, I think, had been to like 6 or 7 shows in a row. Loyalty. And most of the people we've seen there, they're following them on social media. They're patrons of them. They're, they have found the niche on social media, and it has got them a solid fan base.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be there. I mean, every day I'm on Facebook. There's constant updates from all the different members that are or fans that are following them around, and they're constantly updating new stuff on Facebook. I think I see a new post from them every day. Happy Pow Day, Happy Danny Day, Happy Alley Day, and it's just awesome. They're constantly touring. Their social media is tight.
Yes, it is.
To the fact that their music really touches people.
When you start out in music, the first thing that you think about It's not really like, how am I going to manage my social media? It's the last thing that you're thinking of.
When I first met them, they had already gone viral because they were uploading videos of them doing covers and practicing music so that their grandparents could see it.
When the attention came in, it was like pretty shocking.
What we did as a team was land it with a proper strategy and a vision. We all talk about what we're doing in social media every day.
It is like a lot to do, but honestly, like it helps us a lot.
Thank you, patrons. Shout out to all of you. You are awesome.
You know, this community and friendships have been, forged all over the world.
We're always thinking of new ways to create new content for them.
And even if it just was like one person, it means something to them. That's an incredible feeling.
I think that they just feel like more responsibility, their audience, their fans. They're constantly evolving and working more for them.
It can kind of be intimidating as our fan base grows. It's very hard not to think about what other people might think.
To think like I kind of need to be perfect. I mean, being a like woman in rock is a whole thing.
We have gone through a lot of different experiences, mostly on stage, where we would get these looks like, what are these little girls gonna do?
Like our treatment was sometimes very, very different. Like the staff would treat you different, the bands would treat you different. I remember going at festivals when I was like 11. People would look at us like, oh, what are they gonna do here? And suddenly we started playing and everyone was just like shocked by what we did. And I was like, yeah, people really don't expect a lot out of you because they're not used to seeing women on these stages.
It is very nerve-wracking to go out in front of everyone and be that vulnerable. You see, like, this is me, this is what I do. Do you like it?
Vulnerable is the perfect word.
Yes.
Perfect word. I'm about to get out here. I'm about to show you what I can do. And God, I hope you like it. I hope you like it. I know it's good, but I hope you think it's good.
I'm going to date myself. The last female rocker that I know of was like Alita Ford.
Wow. I'm sure there's been a lot since then, but you weren't following them, right?
Not like Alita, not this genre.
Yeah.
Not this type of genre.
No.
That was like in the 90s.
Yeah.
And here we are 2020 through 2022.
I think that's what's so special about them is that they're like a breath of fresh air from
They are.
They're both modern and they're classic. You know what I mean?
They meshed it so well together.
Yeah.
Like nobody, like a female rocker has not done this since them. I want to say there was a guitar player that played for Michael Jackson, I think.
Yeah. I forget her name, but I know who you're talking about.
That was the last one that was like a female rocker.
Yep, I remember that. She did do some solo stuff. I forget what it was, but
yeah. But as far as a rock band, or like a front lead singer,
all female,
nothing in a long time.
This was a really pleasant surprise when we found this group. Yeah, all right,
they're amazing.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy for them being young, being female in a rock genre, and I think they're gonna bring change to that.
The most important thing in what we do is to just stay true to ourselves.
I'm really proud that this is a group of girls. I think there's so much talented female musicians out there, but historically they've been underrepresented in rock and roll. I don't really know what the reason is, but if I can be a part of helping to bring that energy to the forefront, then that's what I want to do.
You know, in such a male-dominated field, to see not only three women, but three sisters playing rock music, it was awesome. Also, being a father of two daughters, it was inspiring to see that too. It's something I wanted them to see.
We step up our game just to prove we belong here.
Rock and roll and music in general is for everyone to enjoy.
It doesn't matter who's playing the music. If you like it and if it's good and if you think it's good, that's what matters.
They are the future of rock and roll.
Playing rock and roll, like there's no energy equal to that.
To see like all these people that are from all around the world, some of them are older, some of them are younger, how they all just connect like through the power of music.
And it's so fun to see people having fun with you. It's just like a big party.
When young girls reach out to us, it's the most satisfying feeling ever.
You can feel it. When people tell you what your music means to them, it's such an indescribable feeling.
Like when someone comes up to you in the meet and greet and they're like, I started playing the drums because of you. Oh my God, like you feel like crying. It shows that anyone can do what we're doing.
It's easy for people to blow up on the internet and kind of not act like it's a thing, but...
All right, I got to correct Allie there for a second. Not anyone can do what they're doing.
No.
You got to have the talent. You got to have the drive. You got to have the support around you. I mean, I know it's a great phrase in society that if you put your mind to it, you can do anything, but you got to have timing.
Talent.
You got to have rhythm. You got to be able to sing.
You have to talent.
Yeah. So
have
they've got
talent.
the total package. They've got the everything that needs to work. But, you know, I'm not going to try and crush people's dreams. Go ahead and follow your dreams, and what is it? You can do anything you put your mind to.
If you practice hard enough, if you put in the hours that they do, maybe you can.
Well,
I'm sure they put a lot of hours.
There are more bands that fail than there are that succeed. So it's a very impressive thing that they've been able to do. You know what I mean?
Especially being women.
Yes, being women, being young,
and Latino,
being from Mexico, all that stuff. You know, they got several hurdles that they had to get over to at least just to be noticed. So let's not pass up the fact that they are super talented, and that's why talented and driven, and that's why they are where they are.
These girls, they dedicate time every day to try and make sure that someone in their fan group or their whole fan group has an experience.
There are so many people that follow us and listen to our music. If I am just able to keep doing what I'm doing right now and keep touching like people's hearts this way, I'm happy.
I really, really love what I do, and I'm very grateful that all of you have given me the chance to prove it and to be it and to share it with me.
We had never really
All right, this is episode 5, goals and moving forward. Here we go.
really worked with people outside of like our trusted group.
Where they're playing Martyrio.
Never really worked with people
Sing
outside
it.
of like our trusted group.
My first actual personal interaction was when I met them. They were playing 2 sold-out nights at Mercury Lounge, and I came the first night and checked it out and was so blown away. I came back the second night with Jason Blum.
Devin O'Connor, our senior A&R person at Lava, she invited me to go to a show at the Mercury Lounge. And I think it was a cold winter's night. And I've been to the Mercury Lounge too many times in my life, but I went and my head exploded.
Going from being an independent band to a signed band is a very big change.
Because we have been independent since we started and we had been doing really well.
For years, we've always kind of seen where the band is going independently. We started seeing this growth, and we would ask ourselves, it's like, how far can we take it ourselves? And then when is it time to start searching for partners?
We just didn't want to sign with someone who would take control over our music.
When Lava approached, it was just like an amazing opportunity for us.
Thorny had great touring numbers, great Spotify numbers, great social media interaction. Their fans are diehard. But first and foremost, the most important part is the music, and the music blew me away.
At Lava, we like to sign great artists. It's really a simple criteria.
When we were approached by Lava, we dove in and definitely found very clear pattern. It was the same sound and look before Jason got him than after.
When they actually reached out to us, we couldn't believe it. And me being an amazing, like a big Paramore fan, I was just like, wow, Jason Blum just got, oh wow.
But when we started talking with Lava, we clicked. We were on the same page. I knew that this was the step that we had to take, that we would be able to to be on another level now.
It took a long time.
We were negotiating for 7 months.
Wow.
We finally did it.
Signing with Lava was like a game changer for us.
Complete game changer.
When we signed, it was it was just such a big relief.
And now, with the whole Lava team behind us, I feel super powerful.
Honestly, I am so grateful.
We're this super strong team.
Being the first rock band in Latin American history to sign with a U.S. major record label, definitely.
So
Wow.
I'm going to be selfish right now.
Why?
I know that this group is going to blow up and be huge mainstream, right? I love that we're part of it now, where we can easily get tickets, you know,
Yes.
inexpensive tickets that are so in such small venues that we can be close to them, that we could get, because they're going to be so huge one day.
They're gonna night.
Yeah, they're going to be like Guns N' Roses, Metallica big. You know what I mean? They're going to be huge, and in the future they'll be playing stadiums, and we won't be able to get anywhere near them. We're lucky that we discovered them now, but I also wish them all that success tomorrow. If they, I want them to have that tomorrow because they deserve it. You know what I mean?
They do.
Yeah. So I'm selfish in the fact that I love that. Oh man, it's like I get to see the Christmas presents before anyone else, kind of thing. And when the world finally wakes up and finds out about the warning, and they are selling out stadiums around the world, I'll still enjoy it, but I'll be looking back at all those times that I got to see them in small venues and see them on their way up.
And not only that, you have bragging rights.
Oh yeah, totally.
I was there when they weren't that big.
Yeah.
Like we got to see them in a small venue with like 400 people.
Yeah, awesome.
And we were like 4 people back, and we were rocking out.
Awesome. I wish them nothing but all the success starting tomorrow. I mean,
they are going to have that success.
They deserve it. You ready?
Yeah.
Definitely has to be my proudest moment, and every grain of sand that I contributed to that is something that I'll cherish forever. That's one for the books.
Ever since we signed, we've gotten like so many opportunities. Like we got to record our 3rd album during a pandemic.
With the power of a record label, we can make songs for different artists. We can get our songs in movies or anything. Like the possibilities are endless. Our earliest goals for the band, like we're gonna learn this song and we're gonna rock it, we're gonna be on time. I mean, those are still goals, but as we grew like up until now, our goals have changed drastically.
I would just really love to play all over the world and like have my music reach out to like as many people as possible.
And we would love to, go on a world tour, get our music everywhere, and just kind of like share that love for music that we have wherever we can.
Oh my God! If they get scheduled to go to Wacken in Europe, we got to go to fucking Europe. We're gonna have to be there at that crowd when they're playing Wacken in Europe. That would be fucking amazing.
Yes, I'll go.
Yeah, it's on my bucket list. Going to Wacken.
Let's go to Wacken.
Envision a stadium full of fans rocking out to the warning. If we were able to help make that happen, it would be, it would just be magical.
Future hope for the band is world domination.
Yeah, we want to tour the world. We want to melt faces, rock out on stage. We want to break stereotypes and show the world that dreams do come true.
My goal for them is that they become the biggest band in the world. It sounds crazy, but it's actually possible. It's going to take a ton of hard work, and it's also going to take some lucky breaks. At the end of the day, I think that is within the realm of possibility. There's no reason that they can't do that.
Our favorite place we travel as a band, I think we have each one different in mind. Okay. Let's just say it at the same time and see if it matches up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Argentina! Ah! We got
Argentina.
It was awesome. It was such a great tour.
It was our first time having like such a long tour. 2 weeks. It was like 2 weeks. It was a 2-week tour with Expectativa, and it was amazing. Honestly, I am dying to go back to Argentina. The energy the Argentina like public has, wow, awesome.
I miss you guys.
All right, so this is episode 6, the last piece. They're going to talk about this album that they're currently working on. We all know it already. Great music, perfect from start to finish. Just turn it on, put it on shuffle and repeat, and have a great day, because this album is badass. You ready?
Yes.
COVID.
Once we signed with Lava, we didn't want to lose any time.
The band was about to go on a tour, and then COVID hit, so everything that they were working on got canceled. And so they shifted the target immediately to, okay, we're going to make the record now.
And David Bendith was a name that crossed between options that they brought to the table and options that we had seen. Really quickly, it became, okay, let's get him on a Zoom.
We had a Zoom call with him. Like there was just like a connection. We shared the same vision. We were very excited, very nervous as well, because we knew it was going to be like tough.
Teenagers are different than any other band. They're very pliable.
We were really nervous. Looking back on that call, David was also nervous. Like we see it, and I was like,
I love that word, pliable. That means he knows that they're going to be open to his suggestions. That
So
they're going to. He's going to be able to take what they have, make a few tweaks here and there, and make it great.
Oh, yeah.
Without them pushing back too much. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They know, they respect his talent enough to try the things that he's implementing. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I got to back up.
All right.
Different than any other band. You know, they're very pliable.
We were really nervous. Looking back on that call, David was also nervous. Like, we see it. And I was like, why were you nervous? Like, we were shaking. You are David Bendit.
Making an album in the middle of a global pandemic was a very unique experience.
We started lockdown on March. We had not left our house until September. We were really respectful of like the safety of it all.
Obviously, it was COVID, and the first thoughts across my mind were, how is this going to work? But what we did was we were in the bubble.
We decided after a lot of conversations about it that we were going to record it in New Jersey.
We did COVID testing, we traveled with seat covers and masks and face shields and gloves, antibacterial and sprays and wipey. Nobody on our team got COVID. We were all very careful and very professional. And I think, that just makes this album that much more special.
We were just in a little bubble all the time.
I think it kept us really in the zone.
It was definitely scary starting at first, because of course the questions come up of maybe if we wait another month, things will be safer. But
I want to see if I can read this board.
Starting at first, because of course the questions come up of maybe if we wait.
All right, what do we got here? Drums, bass, main guitar. I don't know what OD guitar is, maybe. Keys, loops, perks, lead vocal, background vocal. Okay.
Wait another month, things will be safer. But it ultimately came down to the fact that the music was ready.
And I'm guessing down the other side of it was each song. So they have to check off all those boxes for each song. Oh, very cool.
And it feels urgent. It feels relevant. We want to put this music out.
Working with David and Rick was a very new experience for us. Actually never worked like this much with people who only talk in English.
Their English is amazing. My Spanish is absolutely awful. The one time that I brought up...
I'm glad this guy took the time to, brush his hair and get ready to shave for this
he looks like an artist.
Yeah, exactly.
Mispronunciation. I can't remember if it was Danny or Powell. One of them said something, and then I jumped on it. And you just hear Allie from the back, your Spanish sucks. You gotta watch out. You don't know who's waiting in the wings to get you.
This third album, I am so proud of what we did with it.
It came out very generational, very social. More than anything, I think we want to call out people to think.
It's about Gen Z, it's about technology, it's about communication. The new album is the world from New Warning's perspective.
Since we evolved as people, we changed, our views of the world changed, we grew up. I think our writing and our music changed and grew as well.
In this instance, you could tell that each one of them had spent time honing their craft and practicing. I saw...
Sorry. I want to see what Powell's shirt said right here.
That each one of them had spent time...
I'm not in a cult.
...honing their craft and practicing. I saw a crack in the door where I could push them and I could open a world to them where they could be less rigid. Even though it's tough and they don't like it, they're built to withstand it. And so you could push them. And so I did.
It was great to see how our different opinions meshed and became this great album.
We really stepped out of a little box of songwriting.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, there was moments when it was extremely tense.
It was sometimes David, that's not how it is right now. And David was like, well, this is how it should be. And we're like, ah! We had a lot of conversations about how to meet a healthy middle.
I guess the best way to say it's how you come back from that determines how much you've grown.
Working with them was incredible, and we all got to learn so much from the process. I feel super confident about the next steps I'm taking as a musician because I got to learn from the pros.
All the work with David Bendit, it was a blessing. It was amazing.
I already missed them. We were with them for so long. It was an amazing experience.
I hope that this record goes platinum and we all have plaques on our walls. As far as for the band, I wish them all the success in the world.
We know that we have much to learn every single day. There's always something more.
My dreams and goals for them is for them to grow as players, to keep writing songs. But my biggest goal for them would be to stay in touch with who they are and never lose that.
Our love for what we do is so real and it's so big. Like, why have we worked so hard for so long to just stop here?
Satanir, día exitoso.
All right. That was great.
That was good.
I'm so happy with what we just saw. That was what I'd been needing to see. As far as I've watched a lot of their music, I've always been curious about their story. I didn't realize they were going to show us so much of it in this. I thought this was going to be more album focused, but this was great. I enjoyed the crap out of this. I'm totally going to show this to the group that's traveling with me up to Richmond this weekend to see them, to get them ready for the, what they're about to see kind of stuff.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I knew that they were good.
Yeah.
And they in my mind, they were great. Not just but good, but great.
Yeah.
But like to know that the backing behind them to get them to be at that great level, that gives them support for their greatness.
Oh, yeah.
Like the people who help them,
I also like the humility of the team that was with them before they signed with Lava.
Mm-hmm.
They knew there's going to come a time where we're going to have to hand them off to a bigger thing so that they can be more and more. We don't want to hold them back.
We want to make them go to the next level.
Yes, we want to get them as far as we can, but then we want to hand them off to someone who can make them even bigger and better. And it's an amazing humility for them to be able to say, we've taken you this far, and now it's time to turn it over to the industry and let the industry do what they do. So very cool. I love the crap out of this documentary. I'm glad you were here with me to watch it. This makes us love them even more, right?
Oh, yeah.
I wish I could get a little bit more I'd love to hear an interview with their parents for about 10 minutes, just talking about what it's like to be the parents of these three young ladies. And that's all I got for this. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction to us. A little bit long one, but hey, it was totally worth it. This was great. If you did like it, hit that like button down below. It doesn't cost you anything. Makes us feel good when people like our videos. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, there's a big red button down below. Click on that. It'll turn red. It'll turn gray. It'll let you know you have subscribed. And if you hit that bell off to the side, it'll let you know anytime we drop some new videos over here at Touchy Reactions. We also have a Patreon. Several of you have joined the Patreon. Thank you so much for that. If you're the type of person who likes to support a small channel trying to grow on YouTube, there's a link up in the corner to the Patreon. There's also one down in the description. Thanks again to all of our patrons. Shout out to The Warning. You guys are amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. If you happen to watch this video, you've got 2 lifelong fans here. We're going to see you as much as we can. And you're going to be huge stars one day. And congratulations on all your success.
He's going to see them in a couple days.
Yeah.
I still want to see them because I have to go to a family function.
Yeah, she's going to hate that wedding even more knowing that she's
Take me to
out.
Georgia. Aren't they going to Georgia?
They are coming back into this region, but I think the one in Georgia, they're opening for the other group.
That's okay.
But,
I still want to go.
Yeah, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. All right, so that's it for this reaction. Cindy, appreciate you joining me for this one. I love you.
I love you too.
And appreciate you guys stopping by. And don't forget to come on back.